Go, Mike.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. We are here with Carles Santana Garcia, photologist from Spain, wildlife photography hotspots in the Iberian Peninsula. So this is ABF's online session number 2. We're doing this every Friday at 9 p.m. here in Taiwan and Philippine time. So we only have 40 minutes for this, 20-minute presentation and Q&A. So let's hand over to
Mike,
Okay.
Mike, I can barely hear you, but I guess you are saying that I can go on. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos, let's just go.
Okay.
Go on. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. This is going to be a short talk about the highlights of birding and bird photography in Spain. It's going to be an incomplete view, okay? Because the time is a short time, and I'm going to show up only some of the highlights, okay? So, firstly, where is Spain? Most of you are here, Taiwan, Philippines, I don't know if some Japanese, China, India, Nepal, okay? The family, the whole family of Eisenberg Fair. Oh, sorry. Firstly, thank you very much, Eisenberg Fair, for allowing me to make this presentation, okay? I'm sorry, I forgot that. So, back to the presentation. Where is Spain? For most of you, it is clear. It is more or less in the west of Europe. Okay, can you see my mouse moving here around?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This red dot is on Spain. Okay. So the first thing we have to have in mind is Spain is between Africa and Europe. Okay. So one of the main considerations when we think in Spain for birding is this position. Okay, both the postnuptial and the prenuptial migrations are coming through Spain because it is the shorter path, the shorter bridge between Central Europe and Africa. Okay. Okay. Then, second reason. This is Africa. Okay, this is the North Africa. This is Morocco, and this is Spain. Okay, there is only 14 kilometers between Africa and Spain and Europe. Okay, this is the narrowest pass between both continents. Okay. Second thing we have to have in mind when we think in Spain, the diversity of habitats in this country. It is a small country for the size of, don't know, China or Russia or Brazil, but it's quite big in Europe for the European countries. Okay? So it means that we have different habitats. From high mountains in, don't know, for example, in Pyrenees, in the mountains between France and Spain, wetlands, like the wetland near my city in Valencia, this is Albufera, in the east coast of Spain, this is rice fields, okay? Or rocky coast, for example, in all the Catalan coast is mostly rocky coast. And what makes the difference with the rest of Europe is the steppes. We have something similar to the Oriental steppes, to the Kazakhstan or Mongolian steppes. The origin is different, but the result is quite similar. Okay? Or this is another kind of steppe with a freshwater lagoon in the middle of the steppe. This is Villafáfila, and this is Belchite. What makes the difference with the rest of Europe is steppes. We have something similar to the Oriental steppes, to the Kazakhstan or Mongolian steppes. I can hear myself now. But, okay, I go on. We have also plenty of big rivers. They are not big for you probably, but they are quite big in the European context. Okay, this is the canyon of the Duero River in Castilla, in the west Spain. Okay, so going to the point. In birding and in bird photography and wildlife photography, calendar is everything. You know, it is there is no point in look for sandgrouse in the winter. Okay, so something you have to know if you came to Spain is when look for the birds you want to see, you want to watch. Okay, then I'm going to give you only some keys in the fourth season. Beginning for summer. Summer for us, summer is July to September, or the end of June to September. Okay, you have to keep in mind that the water in Spain is scarce. It's mostly a dry country, so you can look for the place where the water is, because the birds are going to look for this water. Okay, this is going to be in the dry steppes, for example. And this is going to be in the natural springs in the mountain. Okay, this is the Pin-tailed Sandgrouse. This is the Pin-tailed Sandgrouse in Ebro Valley. Okay, or this is a quite exclusive bird in Pyrenees. This is a Sitgel finch. You only can see Sitgel finch in Spain or in Corsica. Okay? And this is you can spot this bird in fountains in the mountains, okay? Where the water is. The same for crossbill, for example. In fact, this is the same place. Okay? Or stone curlew. They are going to be where the water is, okay, in the summer. Black belly sandgrouse. So I mark here, I point some places that I think they are quite interesting for summer. Okay, the Ebro Valley. This is the whole Spain, whole country. This is the Ebro Valley. It's a quite dry area. Then the Ebro Delta wetland, the Albufera de Valencia wetland, and there is another place here that is Doñana, that some of you probably have heard about. That's a quite good place too for the summer. Okay. K2 for the summer in Spain, for birding in Spain in the summer, in August and September. It is the very beginning of postnuptial migration, of autumn migration, even in the summer. Okay, so big raptors like the booted eagle or the Egyptian vulture, for example, are going to be, or the hobby, are going to be in the comeback trip to Africa, okay, after breeding in Spain. Good. This is also a good time for waders. And the places I think they are more interesting is, again, Ebro Delta. This is the second biggest wetland in Spain. Some mountains between France and Spain, and also, of course, and especially, this narrow narrow pass between Spain and Morocco. That means Tarifa. Okay, this is essential. This is the best point you can came at the end of the summer and beginning of autumn. Okay, are you following me, or Are you
Yep.
lost?
Yep.
Say
Yep.
something? Yeah?
We're
Okay.
with you, yes.
Okay, great. So this is summer. Okay. Then autumn. What can we do in autumn in Spain? September and October, the first months in our autumn. The postnuptial migration is ongoing. This is the peak of the postnuptial migration. Okay, hooded eagle, for example, or again the Egyptians or white storks or all these birds flying without beating their wings. They are going to take advantage on the good weather for crossing to Africa again. Okay, some years the red-foot falcon is coming here in big numbers. Okay, also good time for waders. Okay, and where to go then? Again, in the narrow pass between the Pyrenees, between France and Spain, in the main wetlands like Ebro Delta or Albufera de Valencia or Doñana, and then again compulsory the visit to Tarifa, to the pass between Africa and Spain. Okay, then winter. What to do in winter? The main key in winter is that Spain is the Europe's wintering headquarter. A lot of birds from Central Europe and West and East Europe are going to spend the winter in Spain. Okay? For example, you are seeing here a common buzzard and a mass harrier fighting for a little food piece. Okay. Also a good time in the wetlands like the purple ganilul or purple swamhen. It's the best time for them. Glossy ibis, for example, and the huge wintering of common crane. All the common cranes in Europe are wintering in Spain. This means Extremadura in West Spain. This means Central Spain and South Spain. Okay? There are some facilities of the government that they are almost for free. It's a very low price for spotting the cranes during the wintering in Ebro Valley near Zaragoza. Okay, or it's a good time also for mass harrier. Okay, here in this map you have the main places. Okay? The cranes are, for example, here in Ebro Valley Depression. Okay, also a good time for Extremadura, for watching the cranes in Extremadura. Okay, also a good time in the wetlands, as I told you, and the Central Depression is also a nice place for spotting the wintering birds. Okay. Okay. Second key for winter in Spain, it is raptors time. It is the best time for raptors. The bird in the photo is an imperial Spanish eagle. It is an endemic raptor that we have here in Spain, a little bit in Portugal. Probably they have to call it Iberian, not the Spanish imperial eagle, but the official name is Spanish imperial eagle. You can see this white spot in their in the wings. Okay. Okay. Also a good time for all the eagles, all the big eagles like the Bonellis eagle. Okay. Of course, the best time for golden eagle in Spain. As you can see here, juvenile and an adult fighting. Also, the best time for peregrine falcon at the end of winter is the mating time for peregrine falcon. Goscock is also one of the highlights of the season. And I have point here some places that I think it could be interesting for Asian people when they came to Spain. the Central Depression, okay, the Pyrenees. This place in the East Coast and these two places in the East Coast are great for raptors, and of course the South Depression. Okay, if you take a look here, it's a big valley. Here is also a big valley in the middle of Guadalquivir Depression. Okay? And also in winter, you have the opportunity of take photos on the snow. It is not birds, of course, but also birds in the snow. Then you have to came to the main mountains: Pyrenees, Central Chain, and Iberian Chain. Okay? Then you have the opportunity of taking photos on chamois, for example, or cold teeth. Foxes, they are very common, but the photo is always nicer on the snow. And even the most common birds here, like vultures, griffon vulture, are nicer if you can shoot a good photo on the snow. Okay. Of course, one of the highlights of the season is the lammergeier. Even if the lammergeier is a resident bird, you can see the lammergeier across the year, no matter the season. But in the winter is more the photo that all of us have in mind. Okay, this one. Where to take photos on the snow? In the big mountains. Okay, in Pyrenees, in Sierra Morena, in South Spain, and also in the central chain. Okay, it is also the best season for Iberian lynx. Okay, winter is the best season for Iberian lynx. Why? If they are not migrating, because the Iberian lynx they don't like to be in the hot weather. So they are more nocturnal. They have more nocturnal activity in the summer, spring and summer, and they are more in the daylight during the winter and autumn. Okay, so the proper time, the right time for watch this splendid animal is in the winter, like this one, for example. Okay, are you following me or you lost?
Okay. Yes, excellent, beautiful photos.
Great. So also a good time for the mammals, not only lynx. The genet cat, for example, is another highlight. Okay. Mouflon or the fallow deer is also a good time for them. Red deer, Iberian ibex. It is also an endemic goat white goat from Spain and Portugal. Okay, and the right place for all this is here in Andújar Mountains. Okay, in Sierra Morena. Okay, even if you can see also some of these animals in the Pyrenees, and another mountains in Spain. But the Iberian lynx, this fallow friend, this cat, is here. Okay, sorry, is here. Okay, there are some of them also in other places in Spain, but the healthiest population is in Andújar, in this area. Okay, let's jump to spring. I don't know how. Okay, let's jump to spring. Spring is the craziest season. Everybody wants to get out in the wild to take photos or to watch animals in the spring. Even if, as you have seen, you have plenty of opportunities in other times in the year, but the mating display of, for example, Great Bustard is now. It's in spring. It's early spring, March and April. Okay. Also a Great Bustard, or the Little Bustard. After the Great Bustard, the leader bastard mating display is taking place. Okay? There's also a leader bastard. This, of course, the mating season for a lot of birds in the steplands, in the mountains, in the arable lands, all around. Okay, the owl or the roller, the European roller in this case. Okay, and one very special bird in this for those who are more birders is this one. This is the DuPont lark. The DuPont lark is only in Spain and then in Africa. It is in fact, it is a bird, an African bird, breeding also in Spain. Okay? But it is most a bird for the desert and the steplands in North Africa than any other place. Of course, this is the color season. The beaters, the rollers, golden oil, all these birds are coming here in spring. Okay. Also the black ear wheater. Or this the mating season for some raptors, like this hobby in the steplands in Catalonia. Well, in fact, in springtime, I can point all around in Spain. I can spot all Spain with these arrows. Okay, but if I have to pick some of some places, the Central Depression in the border with Portugal, this North Guadalquivir Depression, and of course the Ebro Depression are the highlights. Okay? So, a part of the keys for different season in Spain, I want to say that Spain is the right place for the four vultures species in Europe: Lammergeier, Black Vulture or Cinereus Vulture. I know you have also in Asia. Egyptians, you also have in Asia, and Griffons. Okay, in this case, eating on a badger. Okay, we have some places in Spain where you can see all four species of vultures in one morning. Okay, some of the highlights are hotspots are this one: in Catalonia, the Central Depression, and then the Sierra de Andújar or Sierra Morena. Okay, I'm about to finish, but I want to say two things. We in photologistics, we make our activities in two ways: birding, as you can see in the photo, people taking photos on. This is one of our guides, Eugenio. People taking photos on birds in groups, okay, without the assistance of any facility, or in wetlands. For example, this is myself some years ago when I had some hair on my head, still, or using facilities like photo heights. Okay, if you can see, there is a little bird here. It is a little owl. You have to trust me because you can see nothing more than spot. This is a little owl, and this is the facility we use. Okay. Of course, there are bigger facilities like this one in a water hole, or this one for Great Bustard, where it is compulsory that you spend the whole day in it. Not these ones. In this one, it's only for 2 or 3 hours. Okay. Or this bigger for Lammergeier, when you can spend the whole day in the winter. Okay. It's also for the Lammergeier. So this is all by my side. I want to thank you everybody attending the talk. And I don't know, organizers, I don't know if we have some time for questions. Or,
yes.
Yeah? Okay. So here I am, open to questions.
We have some time for questions.
Yes.
We have 5 minutes for questions. Anybody who wants to ask
Okay.
Carles.
So how close can we get for those wildlife?
It depends. For in the case, for example, of the lynx, it's a big cat doing. It's a super predator, and they can even touch the height with the leg. Okay, so let's say from 2 meters to 20 meters.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and it is not allowed to feed them. We have to set the heights in the place that we know they use in crossing ways, or in the place that we know that they are going to pass away. Okay, but it is not allowed to feed the lynx. But for example, for these birds, like little birds, coated, that we feed them with seeds and things like that, you can have this bird 3 meters, 2 meters, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
It depends on the species, Victor. A lammergeier, you can have this photo is taken from, let's say, 12 meters, something like that.
Wow. Wow. That's
Very
amazing.
nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask a question. I'm
Yeah.
Andy. When
Hi,
is
Andy.
when is the best time to come to see all these things? In spring?
This is the point of this talk, Andy. I want to say that depending of your targets, you should came in one season, or even in 1 week or other week. Okay, so Andy, I will be happy to advise you if you want to tell me what do you want specifically to see. Okay?
Everything.
Everything. So you have
Everything.
Everything, Carles.
so you have to spend one year here. This is the drama. The drama
Okay.
is how to pick 1 week or 10 days when you can see a lot of them. If I have to say that, I said June. June is a very good season.
But that's now.
But with to see birds, on the snow, then you have to come in February.
Okay, my next question. The most important. How much the cost if I come in June, the peak season?
The peak season in June.
The more you pay, the more you get.
Yeah, well, let me. This is a very good question. Let me clarify something. I have told now without thinking about my company. I just want to give you some keys about birding or watching birds in Spain or mammals in Spain. It doesn't matter if you came with me or by yourself or with another company. Okay. My company, the average is let's say 115 per day. This is an average.
Euro.
Euro. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's
lodging
booking
is-
his ticket.
Lodging is on our own.
Cost
Sorry?
performance ratio.
Lodging.
No, apart. Accommodation, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it is apart.
What about ham and wine?
What about wine?
Is that included?
So for that.
Wine is included, but for wine you have to come here. This is the right place for wine.
Also for the Iberian ham?
Ooh,
Yeah, sure. Iberian ham is all around. We can provide the Iberian ham
can
all
get that
around.
anywhere.
I'm joking, because if some Spanish people see that,
Jamón.
they are going to kill me. We
Jamón.
have good wine all around the country. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sure everybody
And
has a lot
jamón,
of
yeah.
questions for Carles, but our time is sadly running out already.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll just Carles, can I ask you to stop the screen sharing so we
Sure.
can take a group photo?
Again, Vimal is here.
Hi,
Yes.
hi.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Thank you.